Post Scriptum is a tactical first-person shooter set during the height of the Second World War. Much like live combat, the game demands competence and communication to survive and thrive. If you're looking to learn the basics or sharpen your skills, you have come to the right place. Welcome to a Moron's Guide.
Hey you, Lieutenant, get over here. Yes you, right there. The one with those fresh butter bars. Get right here. It's time for you to not get lost in the land nav course and lead your men into the battlefield. The time has come, Lieutenant. Are you ready?
My apologies. Oh, hello there, and welcome to this guide on the crucial role of the commander in Post Scriptum. This class is one of the most important in the game, with only one player per team able to select it at a time. As commander, you wield a unique set of tools and abilities that can lead your team to glorious victory. We'll guide you through the basics you need to know to effectively play this pivotal role and bring your team the edge they need to win. So get ready to take command and dominate the battlefield. They're gonna need you. Let's start with understanding your role as commander. As a commander in Post Scriptum, your ultimate goal is to guide your team to victory. This can be done through strategic communication and resource management. To achieve this, you must work closely with your squad leaders, providing clear orders and effective coordination. Without these essential skills, your team's chances of success are greatly diminished. As a commander, communication plays a vital role in ensuring the success of your team. Your ability to effectively communicate with your squad leaders can make the difference between victory and defeat. It is important to establish a clear communication channel between you and your squad leaders as soon as possible, as well as between your squad leaders and their respective squads.
Hey, what's going on, squads? Commander here. Go ahead and set your squads up to defend the bridge and have one squad at least near interest point 77 to make sure they don't cross from any pontoon bridge. Logi squad, if you guys can set up a fob as soon as possible.
The most used tool for commander in-game is the command chat. This feature allows you to speak directly with the squad leaders, conveying important information such as enemy positions, objectives, and overall strategy. Clear communication is key, and it is essential that you ensure that all players are on the same page. Additionally, you can use the map to communicate with your squad leaders. This is an excellent way to provide visual information and strategic overview of the battlefield, but we'll get to that point later. Another important aspect of communication are the numpad keys. This opens a direct line of contact with a specific squad leader. For example, if you press the number 1 key, you will be in direct line of contact with squad leader 1. In conclusion, effective communication is absolutely critical to success as a commander in Post Scriptum. Take advantage of the various communication tools available to you. Establish clear communication channels and ensure that all players are informed and coordinated. With clear and cohesive communication, you can lead your team to that glorious sweet victory. As commander, you have access to a specific set of resources that can give your team an advantage in battle. These resources include such things as an artillery barrage, a smoke barrage, an aerial bombardment, among other things. However, you need to use these things wisely, as they have a cooldown period that can be costly to use. It is also important to note, in order to use these resources, the commander has to be in close proximity to a radio. When choosing a radio to use, there are several options that are available. The primary option would be the radio inside of the command car. Another viable option would be the radio within a fob, if they are placed. And for those commanders who like to live dangerously, the radio man of another squad leader is also a great option to use. However, this option is risky and could place the team without commander support for a certain amount of time. For the commander to utilize these assets, they must first open their map and right-click the desired grid location. This action will trigger a small menu that displays the currently available assets for use. If any of the assets are currently unavailable, a visible cooldown timer will be present. It is in this menu the commander can select the desired asset and specify the direction of the attack. Additionally, when calling an artillery, the commander can specify the number of shells to be used. It is worth noting that using more shells with artillery results in a longer cooldown period. As discussed in the other tutorials, setting markers on the map is an important part of the game, especially when you're playing the role as commander. The commander can use these markers to direct his team of squad leaders to strategic locations and objectives on the battlefield. It is incredibly important to place these markers strategically and communicate with your squad leaders to ensure that everyone is on the same page.
Copy that.
When you play as the commander in Post Scriptum, you play a critical role in helping to coordinate the deployment of forward operating bases, otherwise known as FOBs, and the placement of mobile spawn points, otherwise known as MSPs. These spawn points are vital for your team's success, as they allow for quick regrouping and re-engagement with the enemy. Therefore, it is critical to communicate effectively with your logistics team on where to deploy the FOBs at the right locations, and also to instruct squad leaders on where to place MSPs strategically.
Hey Legend Squad, I've gone ahead and put 2 points of interest, 78 and 58, where you guys can put some FOBs. They don't have to be in that general area, but close by.
By doing this, you can ensure your team has a solid foothold on the battlefield and a better chance of achieving the glorious victory. And that wraps up this tutorial on playing the commander in Post Scriptum. Remember, as the commander, your role is to effectively communicate with your team, manage the support resources, set guidance points of where to attack, and tell the logistic team where to build the forward operating bases. With these tools and a good strategy, you can lead your team to victory. With 10 different infantry classes to choose from, many players can be overwhelmed with the roles and responsibilities in Post Scriptum. But if you're looking to learn the basics or sharpen your skills with another class, be sure to check out our other parts in our multi-part Post Scriptum tutorial guide. And if you'd like to join us for a game sometime, you can find a link to our Discord server in the description. On behalf of myself and all the people involved in this video from the Moron Militia, we thank you for watching and hope to see you again sometime soon. And remember, always drink from your canteen.